and gentlemen, we got a news story we want to cover. With this news story, I don't know if you've read about this. In the news, this is I saw this story on coasttocoastam.com. The story was by Tim Banal, and it is about hamsters, ladies and gentlemen. It's about hamsters. In what sounds like the opening scene to a midnight horror movie, scientists conducting a gene editing experiment on hamsters wound up transforming the normally docile little creatures into ultra-aggressive monsters. The unsettling study was reportedly conducted by Georgia State University researchers who were working with the controversial CRISPR gene editing technology to examine how biology affects social behavior. Specifically, they tweaked the genetic makeup of the hamsters so that the diminutive animals lost the function of the hormone receptor responsible for regulating phenomena ranging from pair bonding, cooperation and social communication to dominance and aggression. Theorizing that this adjustment would result in the hamsters experience a reduction in both aggression and social communication, lead researcher H. Elliot Albers marveled that, to the scientists' profound surprise, the opposite happened. To that end, the creatures that had their genetic makeup altered began chasing, biting, and pinning down their counterparts in a highly aggressive manner that went well beyond their normal behavior. The results of the study have given researchers pause when it comes to our understanding of how biology impacts social behavior, and will no doubt inspire additional experiments that we hope will be confined to well-secured lab to keep the ultra-aggressive hamster that might be making a break for it. So, ladies and gentlemen, just a crazy world in the gene editing, world. And so I had to get on the phone with my good friend Kiff Phillips. Kiff Phillips is an urban explorer. He's also a surfer, a vegan, and an animal rights expert. And his new book, The Animals Were Right, So Deal With It, comes out later that month. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's get on the phone. Mr. Phillips, are you with us? Mr. Phillips, are you there?
Yeah, Toiley, what's up? Thanks for having me back on the show, man.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have you here. I'm excited to have you here. And so I would love to know I assume you being a surfer and a vegan and an animal rights thing, that you have an opinion on this whole aggressive hamster thing.
Oh, I totally do have an opinion, alright? And I'm going to tell you that opinion right now, man. You know, these scientists, they went in and they were adjusting the genetic makeup, like CRISPR. Originally, I thought CRISPR was just a way to, make tempura, but it turns out that it's this gene, And so anyway, these scientists are going in, and they're editing the CRISPRs, or they're using CRISPR to edit the genes of these hamsters, man. And let me tell you, these hamsters, they don't stand a chance, man.
Well, I actually think the hamsters do stand a chance, because they have become more aggressive because of this, this gene splicing. So what is your stand? I don't think they should be doing these experiments on hamsters.
Well, you know what? Here's what I feel, man. I feel that these experiments, they totally help people. What if they did this CRISPR thing on this hamster, and they totally discovered the cure for cancer, man? And here's the other thing. These hamsters are if you go to the pet store, man, and you buy a hamster, that hamster is cute and cuddly, and it'll just, the worst thing that it'll do to you is poop on you or something like that. But what if, these hamsters, what if they're aggressive, and then they start selling them in stores, and then they start attacking people? I think that would, tell people that they shouldn't get hamsters and they shouldn't buy hamsters. And I think in the long run, that would be pretty awesome.
All right, I see what you're saying, but what happens if these hamsters, these really aggressive hamsters, people go and buy hamsters, and then they go and buy hamsters, and then they bring them home, and these hamsters, bite them and are mean to them, and then they just let the hamsters go, and then you have mean hamsters in the wild.
Well, you know what? I think that would be totally awesome. I think that would be fantastic, and here's why. My plan is when these hamsters get released into the world, they get to go and, I'll capture them, and then I'm going to put them into fighting competition.
Wait a minute. You're saying you're gonna do like dog fighting and excuse my language here, cockfighting? That's what you're gonna do with these hamsters?
Totally, man. I'm gonna start this new thing. It's called the HAMMA.
The HAMMA.
Yeah, man, the HAMMA, it's hamster MMA. Because these hamsters, I'm going to put them in an octagon, and I'm going to let them battle it out. And then the winner, will be the champion. And it's going to give new meaning to, the phrase, go ham. You know what I mean? Because, people always say, oh, he went ham. And, this will actually be hamsters going ham on each other.
I don't know about this. Because, and it surprises me that you would be into this, Kiff, because you are an animal rights activist.
Oh, we gotta let the animals do what they want to do. These hamsters, it's in their nature to beat the living shit out of each other.
All right. You cannot use that kind of language on the show, all right?
Sorry, man. I just get totally into it when I think about these hamsters and how these hamsters are gonna just beat I won't say it, but you know what I mean? People are bored with humans beating the crap out of each other, but you put two hamsters, and here's the thing. When we put them into an octagon, it's not gonna be like the hamster size octagon, It's gonna be full size octagon.
Well, wait a minute, Dave. If you have a full size octagon, these hamsters are just gonna crawl out the side. I mean, the sides are big enough.
No, man. We're going to make sure the hamsters see each other. We'll start them in the center of the ring, and then they'll just go ham on each other. And then we're going to get Joe Rogan. He's totally going to be the announcer for Ham MMA. And it's just going to be I'm going to make total fortune, man. I'm going to make total fortune.
Well, I don't know about this. I think this is cruel and unusual punishment to the hamsters.
This is just the start, man. After this, we're going to take other cute and cuddly animals, and then we're going to CRISPR them up, too. And then we're going to make even more MMA fighters. Can you imagine bunny rabbits? We're going to call that league, Watership Down. And then, could you imagine, canaries, if we could do this to canaries? And then it's just two canaries, pecking the hell out of each other. This is a whole new thing.
I don't understand. You are someone who, what is happening? I'm not quite sure. You are someone who, you talk about animal rights all the time, and now you're saying you want to scientifically engineer animals to slobber each other.
Yeah, they're going to go ham, but then, see, here's the beauty. You start the ham MMA, right?
Yeah.
You were totally in the phone with me for a second.
I know, that was weird. I'm sorry about that. Continue. So you get the ham MMA.
Right, then you get the bunnies, and then you get the canaries, and then I see someone in the chat said lambs, totally do it. And then here's what you do. You put a lamb in the octagon, full-size octagon. You put the lamb in the full-size octagon with a hamster, and then you just sit back and you rake in that pay-per-view money.
I don't know. I think this is cruelty to animals. That's what I think it is. And Kiff, I'm very, very surprised. I'm very surprised. Now, yeah, Wild Monster Show is saying sloth versus sloth.
Oh my God, can you imagine how many rounds sloth versus sloth would go?
I don't know. Oh no, we're going in for a close-up. What? I don't...
Now, see, we would take her and we would edit her crisper, and then she wouldn't just be dancing on the beach. She'd be beating the crap out of people who, people who are walking by.
I don't think this is good. I don't think this is good. Kiff, you're setting a very dangerous precedent. Because what is... You got hamsters, you got sloths, you got lambs, you got whatever else you're doing. This is a real close-up. What is to stop you from doing humans?
That's the thing, man. It all loops back around, and then we edit humans crispers, and then we put them in the MMA ring, and then finally we get to see two guys go at it and beat the snot out of each other. Except this time, we put them in a hamster-sized octagon.
All right, that's it. I'm done. Hang up, please. Hang up. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Kiff Phillips. Kiff Phillips, here on the show.
Still here, man. So anyway, why did you want to hang up on me?
All right. You need to learn how to hang up this damn phone. You really, really do.